which are the bonds of action. With your mind firmly set on the way of renunciation, you shall become free and attain to me. The 27th and 28th verses of the 9th chapter reveal Shri Krishna's omnipresent perspective. There is a connection between these two verses. In the 27th verse, Shri Krishna said what to do, and in this 28th verse, Shri Krishna describes what consequences of doing this will be. The first consequence will be that one will be free from the good and evil results which are bonds of action. And the second consequence is that one will attain the Supreme Soul. This is like swimming in the river and reaching the other side. When one becomes a samyas yoga yuktatma, the word used in the verse, then all the consequences will happen. What is samyas yoga yuktatma? Srimad Adi Shankaracharya said that when one offers everything to God, then one becomes a sannyasi, a person of renunciation. Samyas asya somat samarpantana karmata yogasya asutiti tena samyas yoga yuktatma antatam yashtava satan samyas yoga yuktatma. In the 18th chapter, Arjuna asked Shri Krishna what samyas renunciation is. Samyas asya mahabaho tatvam idami retram. I desire, O mighty armed Krishna, to know the true nature of renunciation and relinquishment. Shri Krishna will define it in the 18th chapter of the Gita. Kamyamam karanam nasam samyasam kavayo vidu. The wise understand by renunciation the giving up of works prompted by desire. Nyas means to give up, and samyak nasa means to give up in a nice way. And this is samyas. Shri Krishna tells Arjuna to do this. Because they are actions without desire, they lead to yoga, which is union with the Supreme Soul. A person who offers is sannyas, and a person who performs karmas is yoga. Therefore we have samyas yoga. And one who through these two things sets his soul free is the sannyas yoga yutatma. When one surrenders completely, the Shri Krishna calls such a person sannyas. The definition of sannyas is very revolutionary. This is because until now, the world has only seen one type of sannyas, and that is giving up the material world and going. Shri Krishna has come up with a very revolutionary definition of sannyas of yat karoshi yadashna. Everything you do can become your sannyas. You do not have to give up anything for this. In reality, Arjuna has until now understood sannyas to mean what was known in tradition as sannyasi. In the first chapter, Arjuna said, Vaiksham api loke. Rather than this, it is better if I take the clothes of a beggar. This is what was traditionally known as sannyasi. This was a person who would give up his duties and give up his family and go in beggar's clothes. Arjuna was asking to be such a traditional sannyasi, and Shri Krishna is asking to be a revolutionary sannyasi. Shri Krishna told him that he cannot become a sannyasi by leading the war, but by fighting the war. The reason for this is that the actions needed to fight the war should be surrendered to the Supreme Soul. This is the sannyasi that Shri Krishna is telling Arjuna to become. Shri Krishna tells Arjuna to do everything, but to become free from the feeling that he is the doer. You should become free from the attitude that you are the performer. Shri Krishna says this over and over again in the Gita. The name of religion in the whole world has been associated with changing one's outer form. If someone gets asked what religion is, then they always see it in terms of somebody changing from the outside. They see it as someone wearing white clothes or yellow clothes instead of colored clothes, or see it as not wearing any clothes or robes. People see it in terms of people changing on the outside. They see it as someone wearing tilak, sandalwood paste mixed with ashes on their forehead, rather than having a plain forehead. They see it as someone having their hair in a knot or growing a beard, rather than cutting their hair in a nice style and shaving. What are all these changes? They are all changes on the outside. They see it in terms of people having prayer beads of certain types. I'm not trying to say that all of these things are wrong, because when a person changes their attitude, then they feel that certain things are not necessary, and therefore they've given them up. This is different because you grow out of it. When a girl turns 18, then she likes wearing different colors such as yellow, red, blue, but when she turns 60, then she doesn't like yellow, red, blue. She merely says that these do not suit her. It is natural that these changes come to her with age. In the same way, the changes that come in 40 years can happen in 4 years, for some people, or in 10 years. These people have no need for dandy and jazzy items, but because they do all of this, it does not mean that they're religious. Shri Krishna says that sannyas is about changing one's inner form. It is not important how much you change on the outside, but it is important how much you change on the inside. There can only be two internal fields. The majority of people have the field of the ego on the inside. This is the field of me. Over here, Shri Krishna says that one should remove this ego and make the Supreme Soul the internal field. When this happens, then all the changes come automatically. Over here, Shri Krishna is telling Arjuna that when he does this, then he would become liberated. As a sannyas yoga yuktatma, one will become free from the pleasant and unpleasant results, which are the bonds of action. Pleasant and unpleasant results come from the bondages of action. Shubha shubha, ishta ishta, phala ishta, shubha shubha phalani. These are results that one likes and results that one does not like, or results that are good and results that are evil. These come from the bondages of action. Srimad Adi Shankaracharya says that bondages and actions are nothing different, and actions are the same as bondages. Karmani eva bandhanai tehi karma bandhana nevi. One will become free from these. Sakam dharma, actions of desire for fruit, are bondages. One will then attain vimuktaha, become liberated and attain moksha, and will attain the Supreme Soul. One will become liberated while they are living, and when the body will fall, they will attain the Supreme Soul. Vimukta dharma badhanai jivan eva patiche asmin sharire ma upashay aram hisi. One will already be liberated during their life, and whatever life they would have lived while they've been liberated. And when their body falls, then they will come to the Supreme Soul. They will attain the Supreme Soul. A devotee may then have the question that this implies that the Supreme Soul has differences in feelings between different human beings, because those who surrender anything in the Supreme Soul are given liberation, and others are not given this, and the Supreme Soul only brings those who have become closer to Him, and does not bring others closer to Him. The devotee may ask whether the Supreme Soul has differences in feelings between different human beings. The Supreme Soul answers that this is not true, because the Supreme Soul does not have any differences in feelings between any creatures. The Lord makes this clear in the next verse.